to the morning to yas. As mites, or g'day mites, and whatever. We're gonna do a very quickie review. I don't got much else to say, but I'll show you anyways. Today we're gonna talk about the Adventures of Dino Riki. Most people that already reviewed this game pretty much know how to summon this game up perfectly. I remember playing this game as a kid a long time ago. It came out in 1989. And I like the front cover of it, that's all Japanese, and it looks a little bit better on the Famicom. The game is plain and simple. You're playing Dino Riki doing a survival test. As his skills, I was taking out insects. Fish is those pink pigs. Flying insects. Sea creatures. Land creatures. All that stuff. While you're doing that, you have to get extra power-ups. You will have ability to fly, you'll have ability to become stronger, and the more powers you get, and the more powerful, Dino regularly becomes a strong, powerful being. And he can jump, he can throw weapons. Once becomes like in Incredible Hulk style, there'll be clones of him everywhere. Make sure you get enough extra lights and more health for him to get this far into the game. There's like several levels also in this game. The more extra lights you collect and more powers you grab, the more invisible you'll become. And avoiding object. Enemies on the way. Because this game is incredibly hard, or if you're playing it on its own normal scaling without cheating. The music's alright. I guess. And the graphics are on the okay side, too. And from an old classic game from the late 80s. These that came out in 1989. Not to mention, and some good looking graphics on Dino Riki. Hey, I like how he's a original caveman that's trying to survive in the dangerous prehistoric world out there, where everything's out to get him. You'll fight 3 oversized bosses: T-Rex, Pterodactyl, and a giant oversized cobra. And believe me, you'll die a lot in this game if you're not too careful on what you're doing. Let me just close that. Because this game is unforgivably tough to do without using cheat codes. When I was a kid, I had trouble getting past the first stage. I just never got to the first boss. You have to jump on lily pads and all that stuff that can sink and sunk. And it'll be almost really impossible to do in this game. Some people agree or disagree about this game, but it's also done by the same company, Hudson person that did Adventure Island, because the graphics on the character look exactly the same as the main hero from Adventure Island sequel games. As you can tell, it's a shoot 'em up game too. Oh, kind of like the game Space Invaders. There's just not much else for me to talk about. Once you beat the game, you get the ending. And when you defeat the final boss, which is basically the giant cobra. And since you know me and snakes, I really love them. Also, Rex Martinez didn't art of our hero Dino Riki get wrapped around by a snake. Look it up. So I give this game a solid 7 out of 10. Good graphics, great music, not to mention interesting designs. Okay, so the final boss is a giant insect. It's been a long time since I watched this. I'm so glad you enjoy me talk about an old classic game from the 80s. So, probably in the near future, I'll talk about another long-forgotten game that deserves to be remastered. Like this one, for example. So, that's it. The game just ends there. It just ends there. No, the end title, nothing else. That's how it goes. I like it. Just the way it is. Being a good, classic, fun game. I'll see you guys in the next review of good game playing in the near future. Just leave comments and like, subscribe, and all that stuff like usual. See you then.